welcome to the stream. Hopefully everything is working. Today we are going to be doing bees. We're gonna be crocheting bees. Aren't they so cute? They're so cute. Okay. Let's see. Make sure that everything's working. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. I'm so excited. I'll show you all of the stuff that I plan on making. Not today. But here are all of the bees. And these are all the ones that I've already done. I've done 6 so far? Yeah, 6. So I need to do 9 more. And we'll see if I can do that during this stream. Very unlikely because it does take me like 40 minutes to do each bee. So we're just gonna get going, I think. But aren't they so cute? Look at them. And I gave them like a little stinger too. I don't know how well you can see, but it's like, it's a little stinger. Go boop. Oh my god, it's so cute. I also made these mini mushrooms. They're like the big mushrooms, but smaller. They're so tiny. Look at how tiny. And I'm gonna put them on a keychain. And they're gonna be so cute. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Yes, I have a market on Sunday. Hello, Bandit. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry if you hear lightning in the background. It is currently storming where I'm at. So cute, thank you. How long have I been crocheting? I've been crocheting for about, let me think, 4 years? 3 or 4 years? Something like that. It might be closer to 3 years, honestly. Is this one gonna wanna close on me? It better. Come on. Sometimes these are like real difficult and I just have to like cut them because they're so difficult. Okay, luckily that one did go. It's just the type of yarn that does that. I'm not sure. I was gonna say I'm not sure why, but I know exactly why. It's because the fibers like to move around and so it gets caught. Okay. I'm messing up already. Gosh, the best thing I can make right now is a chain. You get better after time. Whenever I first started, all my stuff was a real wonky. Like, I made squares, but they turned out more like trapezoid. And let me know if the audio is too quiet or anything like that. Subbed, thank you. I had a lot happen recently. So, my bank app is updating to where my phone is no longer compatible. Because my phone is currently the S9. So it's been about time to get a new phone for a while. And when I went into the phone store, I was having a whole lot of issues. Because my phone decided, right whenever I started talking about getting a new phone, it decided that it's gonna quit on me. It got a little jealous or something, I'm not sure. But it randomly has huge lag spikes. And I'm not sure exactly why. And hopefully that doesn't happen while we stream, because I am recording everything using my phone. Hopefully it's not an issue. I did restart my phone, so hopefully it stays good for a while. Because that usually is what fixes it. But, I was like trying to get the phone set up to get my new phone, at the phone store, and I was just having so many issues. The lady even... So, like, I'm not sure how to, like, say this in a way that makes sense, but there was, like, the manager and then the lady that I was talking to, right? And the manager went over to check out why it was taking so long for us to get set up and to just, like, check to make sure that everything's, like, going okay, right? And the lady that we were talking to was like, S9. Like, that's the reason why it's taking so long. Because I have an S9. And she was not wrong. I didn't realize how outdated my phone is. Like, I knew it was old, but like, they're on like the 25th generation or something like that on the Samsung phones. So that's a lot of iterations between my phone and what's currently out. Greetings! Welcome to the stream. But I'm super excited for my new phone. I didn't get it in the store because they did not have the color that I wanted, but I got the Samsung Z Flip, and I am so excited to have a flip phone. To have a phone that flips. That's so cool. And I don't even care if it's a little busted. I don't know, I haven't gotten to use it yet. I think it's really cool. I'm kinda smitten over the phone. I love the way it looks. And I got the coral red color. It's more of like a hot pink, though. Today, I also witnessed the worst driving of my life. I was coming home from helping out my boyfriend's mom, getting her moved into her new house. And on the way back, there was this car that was just driving in the middle of the road. And that's when I, like, noticed its poor driving. Was when I realized that it was in the middle of the road. And then it was just, like, swerving back and forth between its lane and the middle of the road. And every single time that it went into the middle of the road, I honked at it. But the first 2 times that I honked at it, I guess that was enough to completely, like, I don't know the word, like, confuse, daze, I don't know. Daze and confuse the driver, because I honked twice and then they decided that it was a good idea to just stop in the middle of the road, completely stop.
You honking at him made him, like, panic and stop in the middle of the road.
Yes. We made him panic. And he stopped in the middle of the road with cars behind him too, that then had to go around him, parked in the middle of the road. And then there was a stop sign that came very shortly after all this happened, and I see them kind of speeding in my mirror, and I'm like, oh no, here they come. And I don't really want to be around this car, so I just, like, completely stop at the stop sign and wait for the car to pass and go, so that I don't have to drive next to it.
And they like slowed down and, like, half stopped, but, like, a half a car, like, too far beyond the stop sign.
Yes. They drove past the stop sign, briefly, like,
they were like, oh shit,
put their brakes on.
I need a brake.
Put their brakes on, and then they just kept going. They did not come to a full and complete stop at all. And then, after going through the stop sign, they kept driving in the middle of the road. And now I was behind them at this point. So, I just kept honking at them every single time that they went into the middle of the road. So I ended up honking at this dude like 10 times. Like, it was insane. And then they took a turn that wasn't a part of my route, and so we stopped following them. But like, dude was definitely on something. I don't know what. I don't know if they were drunk. I'm not sure. I was gonna I don't know if they were drunk or high or both, but yeah, it was crazy and scary. And they were driving a Grand Wagoneer, which is a pretty big car to be driving in the middle of the road. A little scary. Hello chat, nice to see you again, Fluffles. Nice to see you too. Thank you for joining the stream. I know it's been a little bit, but we back. So why has it been a little bit? I have recently started doing a market every Sunday. And I never thought that I would start doing markets regularly, because I've kind of heard from other crochet people online that if you do regular markets, eventually like everyone will have bought your stuff already, and so they won't buy from you. But I don't know if that's true for the area that I do this market in. I haven't been there frequently enough to know for sure. So there is definitely a chance that that will happen eventually. But right now, it's really, really good because I get free vendor spots, which is like unheard of. It's every Sunday, and I have been making like over $100 each time that I've gone. I've gone twice now, and that's like pretty good for me. So I'm pretty excited about it, and this next market, there is supposed to be a band playing there, which is why I am market prepping so hard. It's because I really think I could sell out at this one if it's poppin'. And so I want to have a whole lot of inventory. I'm making the wings now while I wait for my hot glue gun to heat up. Oh, I messed that up. But yeah, it's kind of, it's really awesome. I really love it. And everyone there is like super nice. And I really love the vibes. And I sold my first prints there. I've almost sold all of my prints at least once, which is pretty sick. Do 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 do. The wings are my least favorite part of this whole thing because one, I have to sew them, which is annoying. But then also, it's sometimes really hard to close this little loop. I'll show you what I mean. So when I crochet into the loop, I eventually have to close down this big circle part, right? To create the wing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. But sometimes whenever I am pulling the string, it gets caught because the yarn is just like that, and sometimes it does it. And it will definitely happen at least once on stream. Unless I'm really, really lucky. I'm lucky that it didn't happen that time. At all. It usually happens like every four wings. I have like one that I have to redo. So yeah, those are the wings, and they're so cute. And now my hot glue gun's heated so I can glue the eyeballs in. I like using hot glue because I think it makes it more secure. Because I've used like the backings for the safety eyes. Here, I'll show you. I've used these backings for like the earring covers, and you're supposed to like put that on there and click it down, but I swear they just like sometimes they can slip through the crochet because they're just not like wide enough, and then also sometimes they just come off. So I feel like the eyeballs aren't very secure like that, and that can be a choking hazard for small children. So like I like to secure them with hot glue because they don't really move after that. And I just like make sure that I'm like rubbing the glue into the fibers so that it's like real stuck in there. But yeah, I got this fine tip. Oh, can you even see this? I got this fine tip hot glue gun, and it is my favorite thing ever for crochet projects because I can just get right in there and it's fine, and so I don't like risk getting glue on parts that I don't want to get glue on. And yeah, those are the eyes glued, and now we just wait for this to dry. And so what I like to do while I wait for it to dry is I first cut this yellow yarn because it's actually done, and then I can tie these together so I don't have to weave in the ends, and that saves me time. And I tie them 3 times every single time because I feel like that's just what makes them secure. Okay, so I tied that 3 times. Now we wait for the... Oh! I touched it too early. I do that sometimes. We're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. And get off of my fingers. Get off. Get off. Get in there. Okay. Pretend like that didn't happen. Yeah, so since we cut the yellow yarn, we can actually start on our next bee while we wait for the glue to dry. And I'm gonna untangle this from the black yarn because it gets a little tangled whenever I change colors. I love markets so much and hope you have fun. I have to go, but I'll try to be back next stream whenever that is. Bye, chat. Aw, have fun. And thank you. So yeah, I can start on my next bee while I wait for that one to dry. And so I am more productive that way. I feel like a lot has happened since the last stream. Oh, also market drama. I low-key got scammed. Because see, I don't even know what the situation is really. I'm kind of confused by it. So I've been paying the first market that I did was $25 to attend. 2, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then, where was I? First market I did was 25 minutes. 25 minutes? It was not 25 minutes. It was 6 hours long. But it was $25 to attend. And the second market I did was $15 to attend. Well, at my second market, at the very end, we had one of our vendor homies come up to us and tell us, hey, I've been hearing that some people are paying for their spots. And I was like, I've been paying for my spot. And he was like, yeah, so this is a free vendor space. So you shouldn't have been getting charged for this. And I was like, oh, well, thanks for telling me. So maybe, and I don't know, but I think the person that I was talking to at the market might have been pocketing all of my vendor fee. I have no idea if they're like gonna get banned. Let me count this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we're good. So yeah, I don't know if they're gonna get banned or what. But isn't that like kind of crazy? I don't know if they were like taking that money and giving it to somebody else who was asking for money. Or what? Because they did still send me messages after this all went down about the next market, so yeah, I don't know, but they did not ask me for a booth fee this time. So I don't know. I wish I could get my money back because that was like $40. But in the grand scheme of like market fees, that's kind of like nothing.
Yeah. Charging it low enough to get away with it.
Yeah. Okay, our bee is probably about dry, and I'm almost at the color change, which is about when I stop because I can't continue after this point. And I will show you why. Alright. There's the first part of the bee. And the eyes do appear to be dry. So I can turn it inside out. Yay! And then look at how cute it is! This is a cutie patootie! Okay. And I can't continue on because the next step is to change the color to black, but I'm still using the black on this bee. So I have to finish it. And I don't use stitch markers whenever I switch the color to black because the first stitch is very obvious what it is. Forgive me. I have to adjust the camera. It's hurting my head. I have the camera on top of my head, by the way. The setup is scuffed, but it works. But yeah, I modified this pattern just a tiny bit. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to, in the original, you're supposed to just end here and then sew it together. But I like to continue for one more round. And let me count because I have to count for this part. 3, 4, 5, 6. But I like to continue because then I get this nice little butt and it kind of looks like a stinger for the bee. Okay, and now we stuff it. I should have stuffed it earlier, honestly, but it's fine. I can still stuff it right now. So yeah. Also, new life update. I recently became friends with one of my old friends from intermediate school. And that's pretty chill. And they might be moving in with me. So that's pretty chill. They're gonna be our roommate. Maybe. We'll see. Hello there. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing, Boxy? I'm stuffing a bee currently. And then I'm gonna sew it. And I'll show you how I sew them. Because it's totally very interesting. That's good. That's good. Glad to hear it. You know, I messed up the beat. Can you tell me what's wrong with this beat? Can you tell me what's wrong with this beat?
You know, it's just a little extra long.
It's just a little long bee. Nah, I can fix it.
But just let it be a long beat.
A long bee?
Yeah, just you know, they can be a little goofy. Don't worry if they're too.
Do I keep it long, guys? Do I keep it long? I did it wrong. It's supposed to be this cute little stubby, and I guess I got carried away with crocheting. And didn't even realize that I made it long. B is a B. Okay. Your choice.
If you want, you can give them like.
I would shorten it a bit. Okay.
You could give them like comically long, like flappy wings. Just be like, yeah, this one's a long bee.
It's still cute. Okay, I'll keep it. I'll keep it long. And it'll just be a little goofy. Alright, I'm gonna sew now. I really don't know how I did that. I guess I got carried away talking, which is kind of crazy because I'm really not a yapper. I am trying to become one though. And the streams are really helping with that because I'm basically just talking to myself for a long time. I would like to learn crocheting someday. It is a lot of fun. I love crochet so much. And I love just being able to make whatever I want. Like I made myself a top just because I can. And I love that top. I wear it all the time. And I always get compliments on it too. It's awesome. But yeah, learn how to crochet. It's really fun. And once you get to like where I'm at, like 4 years into crocheting, once you finally actually learn how to crochet, you know, after the short time of 4 years, you know, it gets really fun, because like I can just kind of mindlessly crochet, and clearly I'm mindlessly crocheting with how this bee turned out. There's no thoughts in my head. Except for counting every now and then. But clearly I didn't count on this one. Okay. So I just sew it like that. And then I bring it to one side and cut it. Because then that hides the yarn and I pick out all the fluff. Because, yeah. Gotta clean it up. And the yarn leaves lots of little fluffs everywhere. Oh my gosh, a long bee! Okay, I actually kind of like it a lot. It's kind of really funny. Okay. And you don't lose your needle, which I have done way too many times. I've had to buy like 6 different needles at this point, and I know where 2 are currently. So, if that says anything about how often I lose needles. And then I make sure that this seam is on the bottom because it looks a little ugly. And then I put the wings where I want the wings to go. And I want them to go right here. I usually align them with the eyeballs. So I do like that. And I just put it through that one. And then I go through the center. And then I put my needle behind where it goes. And then in front where the next one's gonna go. And then I just do the corner. And sew it down. And then I bring the yarn to one spot. And then I just leave it there. I leave it there for now. And then same thing with this one. I bring it to the other side just to keep them separate. It looks fun. I'm making a crochet watermelon turtle that's no-sew right now. That sounds so fun. I've been wanting to make turtles for a while, and I might do that at some point. But yeah, that's what I do with the yarn, and then I'll show you what I'll do next after I finish this. When you learn to crochet, you get obsessed with yarn. Yes, you do. I have so much yarn. It's not even funny. If you know, like, those square shelves, I have, like, a whole square shelf full of yarn. And then some. Name the bee beefer. I'll think about it. I could also name it bee because it's long. I honestly think I like bee better. It's cute. I got a weird bee too. It's pink, like white. It's got 3 stripes and all the others have 2. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, this is whenever I just cut it and start again because the yarn is being annoying trying to get through here. And sometimes it is just annoying and sometimes it's fine. Beefer. Yes, I think that's a funny name as well. It is a beefer. I agree. Okay, and then I bring this yarn to the same hole that this one is coming out of, and you really gotta make sure that it is the same hole or else it's not gonna work. I think that's the same hole. Okay, and then I bring this one to the other side. Bee, the bee. I like it. And then I just tie them. And I make sure that it kind of goes in a little. But I tie them 3 times. And then I just cut it short. And then I do the same thing over here. And then cut it short. And then I just stuff it in. Howdy, is that a bee butt? Yeah, it is. Okay, and then yeah, I just stuff the yarn ends inside of the bee. And then it's hidden. And then same thing with this side. Yeah. Yeah. That's that. And now we have a bee. Look at it. It's so cute, even though it's long. I like its tiny wings. It's so cute. So cute. You always have to admire your work whenever you crochet. That's an important part of the process. It's so cute. I love the bees. Okay, here's both of them side by side. B for MB. Or B and B. Admired bee, yes. Okay. Now we move on to the next bee, and luckily we already have the face done. Okay. Now we gotta switch color. Alright, and this one we are not gonna make long. It's gonna be normal. Okay. I think I might end the stream after this bee. And I know that I haven't been streaming for that long, so that's unfortunate. But I have a massive headache from the setup that I have currently going on. Because I have the camera, I have a tripod that is meant for your neck on my head. Okay? Because I think the angle just looks better whenever I do it like this. Because I feel like you're able to actually see everything that I'm doing. Whereas whenever I have it around my neck, it's kind of wonky. But what that means is that I have a not head-shaped thing on my head, and so it gives me headache. So I am going to end after this bee. That's okay, Lil. Thank you. I am having a lot of fun during this stream, I will say. I think I'm yapping a lot more than I usually do. And I appreciate everyone that has joined so far. Thank you. So Boxy, do you do like art at all? Because I actually mostly do, well, right now I mostly do crochet, but my main thing has been art for forever. And I do paintings with oil paint and digital art as well. And I do that here on my channel. And sometimes I live stream it. And I do have a series currently going on where I draw all of my followers on Instagram. And so, yeah. If you're interested in watching those streams, do that. Do that if you want to. But I might be doing some of those streams soon, so don't get too attached to the crochet. Because I'm doing a lot of crochet now, but I don't know if I will be doing a lot of crochet in the future. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll be able to do this full time. That would be my ultimate dream. I do digital art mostly. That's so cool. What type of stuff do you draw? Hello Brian, welcome to the stream. I draw fandoms? That's so cool. I do a little bit of art like that too. Like Madoka Magica? I don't know if I'm saying that right, by the way. but it's my favorite anime ever. I love it, and so I did art of it. I also did art of Dan to Dan. And Fluttershy from My Little Pony. I randomly get recommended this for some reason while scrolling to wind down from drawing things. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, I usually do drawing streams. But today is a crochet stream because I have a market on Sunday and I need to make a lot of bees. Dandy's World is my favorite game. I've never heard of it. I'll have to look into it. The moment I heard Fluttershy, I was hit with whiplash because of the reputation of My Little Pony. Oh no. Well, bronies mostly. Yeah. We don't talk about the fandom. That's kind of how it is for a lot of fandoms, honestly. But yeah, My Little Pony especially. It's on Roblox, it's a big fandom. Oh, interesting. I haven't played Roblox in a long time. I used to play with my friends, but now I'm not friends with them anymore, so... Rip. Anyway, I'll pass along now. Good luck with your work. Thank you! Thank you for stopping by. We're waiting for the glue to dry. Okay, I have to tie these together. Ow! Double down on the long bee. Make the next one with 4 stripes. Alright, totally. Bee, bee, bee. It's still sticky. Ah, I'm getting tired. But yeah, I have about 7 more that I want to get done. I don't think that's happening today. But honestly, I've made quite a few today. I'll show you all the ones that I make while we wait for this to dry. Okay. Look at all my bees. Bees. I made 7 and I have the 8th one on the way. Baby bees. Bee. Bead. So true. Okay. Those are all my bees. Is it dry now? I think it's dry. Okay. Now we continue. So do you play a lot of Roblox? I love them, thank you. Oh, you know what? I need to stuff it. Do you sell these? Yes, I do. I am going to sell them for $10. But they aren't currently listed on my Etsy, but if you're interested in buying them, if you just message me on Etsy about the bees, be like, I saw the bees, I want the bees. I will know what you're referring to, and I can make you some. But you have to message me on Etsy for that, because I don't have a listing up currently. I might soon, though. And my shop is linked in the description if you're interested. Okay, let's try doing half. Well, thank you. I understand, though. Okay. Now we continue. You know, I should have made the wings while we were waiting for the glue to dry. I completely forgot that I needed to make the wings. Anyway. I'm gonna sew the booty. But yeah, I like sew around this little butt area so that I can like tighten it, and then it becomes the stinger. But yeah, I'm also gonna make bats for the market, and I'm excited to make those. Alright, we have a normal looking bee. Nothing wrong with it yet, except for the fact that it doesn't have wings. One wing. Alright, now hopefully this tightens. Oh no. Oh. I did it! Yay! Okay. I thought that one wouldn't be salvageable. See you. Oh, you gotta go eat. Go have fun while you eat. Thank you for joining the stream. Okay. And now we tighten. Oh no. This one might be a goner. Sometimes if I like pull on these just a little bit, I can get it to go. Oh, there it goes. Let's go. Okay, and I'm like covered in fluff. And I've only done 2 bees. It's being difficult. There we go. Well, thank you everybody for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Especially so late. This isn't my normal streaming time. I typically do stream around 7:30-ish. But I appreciate you guys sticking with me regardless. we are going to end the stream shortly. Once I finish this bee, because unfortunately I do have a massive headache. Just the unfortunate circumstances of this setup. Alright. Thank you guys for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. I hope that everyone has a good rest of their day or night. And yeah. And a good tomorrow too. Here is our bee. Now it's done. Womp 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 womp. Bee 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 bee. Yay! Okay. Thank you guys. I will see you later. Okay, bye.